Hi, folks. The NBA regular season rolls on. This game, part of the NBA Cup. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Let's see some of the numbers here for Isaiah Stewart.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
A look at the Pistons starting group. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. And for Boston, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Queta in at the center position. Of course, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, a special day for players and their families, Grant.
It is. It's just great to have a day to enjoy time with loved ones and just relax. And obviously, B.A., I love Thanksgiving because I love to eat.
Now here's Pritchard. Brown with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pritchard. Thompson pulls it in. Pass to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
And it's Detroit with the ball, following the 3 by Boston. Here's Cunningham, and the shot is good. Harris making the play.
Yeah, they need Cunningham to be effective from that mid-range area.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. PA?
And Allie, thank you for that. And it's Detroit with the ball. The Celtics making their last shot. And that one's good. Cunningham's got his second basket.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
For Boston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Brown. It's good.
JB showing off those handles. That was a weakness of his early on. Now it's strength.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. For 3, Robinson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Turnovers were the story of that game. It wasn't what I would call a disciplined performance.
Here's Queta. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Duren finds Thompson. Back to Duren. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Robinson, and the baseline jumper goes down.
It had to be lightning quick, and Robinson got it away.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. To the paint. Here's Queta. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Now here's Thompson. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Harris outside. Outside Robinson. Here's the 3. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Oh, stolen by Harris. Picked checked his pocket. Here's White. Over to the wing. Pass to Pritchard. And here's Brown for three. Hits the trifecta. Brown's got 5 points.
Lots of development work has gone into Brown's three-pointer.
Harris passes to Thompson. Back to Harris. Puts up a three. On target from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Brown. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. Pass to Walsh. Just 5 on the clock. Over Harris. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Pistons trailing. Cunningham passes to Harris. Now here's Duren. Thompson left side. Now Robinson from downtown. And Detroit another three.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, he's making it look easy. Thompson with great body control off the contact.
Boston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Brown. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And here's Detroit. Good momentum. 8 straight points. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A big group substitution here for Boston. Boucher's checked in for Queta. Minot comes in for Walsh. Hauser, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Anthony Simons subbed in for White. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart comes in for Thompson. And LeVert subbed in for Robinson. And it's Detroit with the ball. 6-point game. And Boucher with the block. Pritchard, the pass to Simons. Pass to Hauser. Here's Minot. Down low. And finished off by Boucher.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Stewart. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. And here's Harris. Back to LeVert. Launches a three. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. And the Pistons lead by 7.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Now here's Cunningham. Really played well against Indiana in his last game. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, that's why this coaching staff wants Cunningham to have the ball and make the decisions.
.125 left to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Pritchard. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
To the inside, Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Boston, no good that time either.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Pass to LeVert from behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. LeVert's got 6.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Duren. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Duran's got his third basket on the night right there.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
To end the run, jump shot is good that time.
That's a really nice, compact jumper by Simon. He's always been a great shooter.
Cunningham against Pritchard. And that one's good. Cunningham. He's got 6.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. And during that quarter, he was everywhere, just wreaking havoc. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Setting the floor for Detroit. We've got Holland. Jay Nivey is out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Javonte Green, and it's Stewart in at the 5. That's good from Stewart. When you're a 6'8 pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he sets some teeth-rattling things.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you, Brian.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Simons. After the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. No good on the triple.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Holland. On the wing, Ivy. Here's Holland. And there's the rejection. Out of bounds, Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
3 on the clock. Stewart finds Green. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 18. To the left side wing. Here's Minot. Knocks it down from distance. Minot's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now here's Ivy. Still no points. To the wing, right side. Here's Holland. Boston pulls it in. Simons deciding where to go with it. Pass to White. Out to Simons. From the arc. Rebounded by Green.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for the Celtics. Garza's checked in for Boucher. And it's Brown in for Minot. Detroit also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Robinson comes in for Green. And Cunningham subbed in for Ivy.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Thompson outside. For 3, Robinson. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Simons against Cunningham. On the wing, Simons. He has 7.
Wow, fancy stuff from Anthony Simons.
The Pistons lead by 15. Cunningham outside. Inside, here's Thompson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Thompson's got 6.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And the Celtics in possession here. Following the score by Detroit, there's Simons with a 3. Thompson pulls it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Back to Robinson. Stewart, left side, all alone. Boston pulls it in.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
The Pistons lead by 17. For 3. The shot by LeVert, no good. And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. The drive by Simons. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
So quick. Simons using that burst to get to the rim.
And so the timeout by J.D. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Walsh is checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Simons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Harris comes in for LeVert. Up top, Brown. He's watched by Cunningham. Cunningham against Brown. The kick out to White. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. He drops it from range. Pritchard's got 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Harris. 20 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Yeah, and you can't overlook the 4 steals he added. Those were some major momentum swings.
Boston making a switch here. Simons checked in. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report.
Solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
Celtics trail by 17. Pass to Walsh. Wide open. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Cunningham outside. Harris outside. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. Going inside. Hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Pritchard. Back to Brown. Outside Pritchard. Here's Walsh. No good with the triple. Detroit leading by 17. Pass to Robinson. Thompson outside. 20 feet out. And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Brown. It's tipped.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duren sure knows how to use those long arms of his.
Count the basket. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Well, with his foundation defensively, Coach, everything else is a bonus for Ausar Thompson.
Yeah, and actually, B.A., he's becoming more proficient on the offensive end. The evolution of Ausar's game, that'll be a big part of this team's success going forward.
Minot's checked in for Boston. Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Here's Brown, following the three-pointer by Detroit. Here's Walsh. No made baskets yet. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Outside Robinson. On the wing, Thompson. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Detroit moving the ball around. And that one, good. Cunningham's got 10 points in the game.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Brown, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Cadis checked in for Boston. Boston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Free throw, no good for Brown.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league. Hey, if you're looking for creativity midair, you're in the right place. Durant with the flourish.
And the shot no good, a bit short. And so it's Detroit, up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Detroit Pistons.
It starts with their rebounding. They're controlling the glass. That gives you those extra possessions.
Yeah, they're doing the dirty work, plain and simple.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Checking out the Pistons, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at the 4. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Celtics trail by 19. And here's Brown for 3. Again, Brown missing. Harris right side. Outside Robinson. Cunningham outside. Out left to the wing. Pass to Thompson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Asar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Detroit leading by 17. Pass to Duren. Deflected! And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Nifty move. Brown can't hit. Detroit has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Outside Robinson. Cunningham outside. There's the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Wow, Cunningham dialing it up from three-point range.
White, good.
Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Guys?
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
Three-pointer Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Harris outside. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And here's Pritchard. He's got 9. Outside White. The three-pointer off the mark.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Here's Pritchard. Blocked! And he's able to get it back. Brown looking around. From deep. Rebound Detroit. Duren's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Robinson for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Pritchard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Almost converts despite the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. There's no question. Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $30 million deal signed back in 2023. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
Now here's Cunningham. 15 points in the game. And here's Harris outside. And Pritchard pulls it down. Pritchard's got 4 rebounds now. Now White. Outside for Boucher. Back to White. Boucher a screen on Duren. White for 3. The rebound by Detroit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. We'll stand Joe Mazzulla as a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
And Detroit making a change here. Reed's checked in for Tobias Harris. Holland comes in for Thompson. Ivy's checked in for Robinson. And LeVert subbed in for Cunningham.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And the basket by Brown.
What a burst out of that first step, straight to the hole.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. Detroit leading by 19. Here's Holland. Lays it up and banks it in. Holland's gotten his second bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Left side Pritchard. There's the triple. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pritchard against LeVert. Pass to Stewart. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Stewart's got 11.
What I love about Stewart, he never backs down. Plays the game with passion that's rarely seen.
Outside White. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
He was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Pass to Reed. Stewart, right side, puts it up. And again, it's Detroit converting.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Hauser, he's checked in for Walsh. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. Pass to Brown. Boucher with it. Tipped.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
Detroit moving the ball around. Out to the wing. Now here's Ivy. Still without a bucket. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's White. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Jaden Ivey.
That's a clever choice by White. He stays with the shot to ensure he gets the whistle.
The Celtics making a switch here. Simons checked in. White hits them both. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Now here's Brown. 12 points for him. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we're seeing this more and more out of Brown. The ability to take over for an extended period of time.
And Boston with some changes. Minot comes in for Jaylen Brown. Shireman comes in for Derek White. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Duran's checked in. Here's Holland. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. And again, the Pistons missing. Celtics trail by 19. A minute 29 left to play in the third quarter. There's Simons with a 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Ivy. Oh!
Wow!
And he slams it in one-handed.
Unbelievable. Ivy living that life above the rim.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Now here's Simons. 14 points for him.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Stewart. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And Stewart is showing his scoring prowess. A guy who can bully you inside, but also space you out on the perimeter.
Now here's Simons. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. To the middle. Here's Duran. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Duran's got 12.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Now here's Simons. Pass to Shireman. Can they get it? And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get posted.
And so it's Detroit. A huge 24-point lead for them. Call off the Dogs. They've been completely dominant. We're headed for a blowout. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. They've got Karis LeVert, Holland out there with Jaden Ivey. Then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Cunningham in at the 1.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Yeah, what a feed from Ivey. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
And the Celtics in possession here. Here's Minot. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And here are the Pistons. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Count it.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
Here's White after the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Over to the left wing. Boucher passes to Simons. Misses the 3. And the Pistons shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. Count it. Cunningham's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, a shooter like Cunningham has no reason to hesitate. He can just take the shot.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Shoots from 14. White, good.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Pass to Ivey, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Green's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Brown. It's deflected.
Great recognition from Stewart. I like seeing him use his length and size to make an impact on defense.
Hits a 3-pointer. Stewart's got 19 points. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Pistons?
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
And it's Detroit with the ball. The Celtics making their last shot. Ivey goes in. Hauser grabs the board.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
White, good.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
Now here's Stewart to the paint. Simons with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's White. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Brown. Hauser passes to Brown. Let's go with a 3. The Pistons clear it.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Moore's checked in for Ivey.
And LeVert is a tremendous athlete. Once he gets into the lane, he's terrific at finding ways to finish.
Pass to White. Back to Pritchard. All sorts of time. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
Stewart, no good. And here are the Celtics. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Detroit leading by 17. Pass to Stewart. LeVert outside. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got rebound number 7 tonight. White, the pass to Keita. And Boston again with the bucket.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
To the inside. And finished off by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
Boston on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Outside, Brown. Big hit from outside, Jaylen Brown.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Down low. Stewart, no good. Celtics trail by 14. Here's White. Takes it from 10. Left side, Pritchard. Goes again. Stewart with the rebound. The Pistons have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Here's Holland. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a 3. It's money from deep.
A good shooter with a smooth stroke. LeVert's ability to hit shots can take him very far in this league.
Brown. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. And that one misses.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Thompson outside. Here's Cunningham. 18 feet out. Oh, a perfect jumper.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes. Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And the Celtics call time here. They're losing by 17. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam!
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now here's Harris. From downtown. Oh, the shot is off. Celtics trail by 15.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pistons.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Cade Cunningham.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today, made great reads, and distributed the ball accordingly.
Stolen by Thompson. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
At the line for your Celtics.
That one misses.
At the line for 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And it's Detroit with the ball. 17-point game. Green sinks the tray.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So we see the Pistons taking the W here. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.